Making stuff is hard.
Especially in the entertainment world.
Where big egos, bigger budgets,
And just plain bad luck.
Can make things go horribly wrong.
and we're going behind the scenes of these disastrous
Never-ending.
And often dangerous productions.
to find out why.
It was a shit show. $100 everybody! We made it.
Yeah.
I don't know how we did it, but we did it.
Tenacity, a little bit of liquid courage.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And slowly over a period of multiple years.
Yes.
Yeah.
100 episodes in 5 years.
5+. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 and change. Yeah.
If you didn't know already, my name is Ian. That is Clint. And that is Ray. And this is It Was a Shit Show. So far, 25 of those episodes were video documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
So this would make our 75th episode
Of us recording together.
of the podcast.
Okay.
If you ignore some specials, Patreon exclusive stuff that we've done, and our 5-year anniversary live show,
Right.
which I was looking at our numbers on that on YouTube, and I guess a lot of you didn't know that we were doing that. You should definitely go check it out if you didn't already. Go to the YouTube channel, go to the live portion. There's only one video on there, and it's us just chatting for 2 hours. So if you missed it, definitely go check it out.
Yeah. That was a
Drinking
fun
some
one.
champagne. Yeah, it was a good
Yes,
one.
at
It was a good time.
noon.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
noon.
Yeah. So like our Ninja Terminator episode we did last year, both Ray and Clint did not know what film we were going to discuss.
Right.
Nope.
And so today, same situation. We're going to record first. I'm going to reveal the film.
Okay.
Okay.
So it is a movie.
Or
it is a film.
Oh, it's
It's a film.
film.
It's just like an old slideshow.
Capital F.
It's like an old slideshow. They just guys like, here's where I went to the gorge, and then here's where we went to the dinosaur museum.
old
boy.
family vacation
Yeah,
photos.
So then we're going to watch the movie or film, capital F, film.
Okay, film, capital F.
Then we're going to watch it with a themed drink
Okay.
and
Cheers.
snacks
Themed drink and snack.
Oh my god,
And
these
snacks.
Oh my god.
and tape the episode immediately afterwards. I was going to have you guys guess,
Okay.
but I don't want to do that, and I'm just going to say it.
Okay.
Okay.
Today, let's talk 1995's Mortal Kombat! Get over here!
Yes.
Finally!
Yes.
We did it!
5 years. 100 episodes. Cheers.
Cheers!
Let's talk about Goro a little bit because the animatronics of that caused a bit of problems when they were producing this movie. What was it like to actually work with that giant puppet?
He would get hot and he'd get stuck and he would like get, he'd and he'd lock up and and then we'd have to wait for Goro, and then what's his name had to get in the suit and he couldn't see anything. He had a little screen in front of him, I think, to see. And then they'd zip up or they'd seal up the back of Goro, and he could only be in there for like 2 minutes because he couldn't breathe. And Goro got less screen time than they thought he was going to get.
Right.
Well, let's get into it, y'all. How was that?
We're having a great time.
That was
We're just having a great time right now.
spectacular. I haven't had this much fun since the movie first came out 30 years ago. What a
He
gift.
quoted it the entire time.
The entire time. Also, when it ended, I was just like, all right, next one.
Yeah, right.
My childhood Mortal Kombat.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough information about Annihilation.
Annihilation.
We will talk about it,
Okay,
but
okay.
it's not.
But what a gift.
I know.
What a gift this was.
For the 100th episode, a gift to us, a
Yes.
gift to the viewers.
You're welcome.
Speaking of 100th episode gifts, I do have something for you two.
Oh my God, shut up.
Yes.
He literally just told me about how he's trying to declutter and not collect anymore. So I'm assuming you're
This
going
is
to
a-
offload some
This
stuff.
is a closet,
No.
closet item.
I made this for all of us. This pennant, the shit show. the shit show pennant. I made this.
Cute.
Yeah, so we'll put that up. Look, it even says "oops."
Wow.
So that's for us.
Handcrafted.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put it up.
And then I also I
put
have
it up
this
on the wall.
I have this for you all as well. The 3-in-1 Lego. I figured you could all build
God.
the microphone.
This is crazy because I was at the Lego store and I was buying. What was the set I was buying? Oh, I was buying something for my niece for her birthday, and I saw that. And I was like, Ian, we should buy this and build the microphone,
yeah.
and like have it be one of our Lego sets for the show.
I have had this like for a while, thinking this is what I'm giving to Ian and Ray.
Yeah.
Like, for the 100, like I've had this in plans forever. So there you go. So there you go. Happy 100th episode to y'all.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
It's gonna look so good with all the rest of our collection.
Yeah. So yeah, happy 100th.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And a happy 100th to you as well.
And you're welcome for the movie.
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
God, that was the best.
I found a very particular article that just made this. That was like, we can do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
perfect.
previously you'd been like, well, I don't really know. Like there was like,
Yeah, I mean,
Did you have like a Google alert that was just like,
no,
Anytime.
it was actually kind of older, but no, because you guys wanted to do Annihilation, and there's just not enough there. But I found enough to make Mortal Kombat work.
got it.
So meeting
Okay.
in the middle. I was gonna ask, what is your guys' like history with the game and the movie?
oh yeah.
I think I've talked about this. I don't remember. Maybe it's only been in the bonus episodes, but we only had Mortal Kombat Annihilation for some reason, probably because my mom bought it from like the video rental store in my hometown that was like going out of business. I don't know, that happened back in the day.
Yeah.
So we only had that one. And so my brother and I watched Mortal Kombat Annihilation like constantly. I did not know it was a sequel. I hadn't seen the first one for like ever. And so that was the one I grew up with. And then I think I remember when I found out it was a sequel, I was like, oh, and then I watched the first one.
Which explains just the crazy beginning.
Yeah, the beginning of Annihilation makes no goddamn sense if you haven't seen the first one. But like when you're 10, you're just like, whatever, it's cool. It's got karate in it.
I remember watching the movie and being like so jazzed
Yeah.
because some of it was so cool. I do remember thinking Reptile looked like shit.
Oh, yeah.
Even then. Yeah.
Even
you're like,
then.
Yeah.
I mean, think of it. It's 2 years after Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's inexcusable.
Inexcusable
honestly,
is a good
how bad
good
it
word.
is.
I have seen Mortal Kombat probably more than I've seen any other movie that I love.
Oh, okay.
This, I feel like Mortal Kombat is your version of my Robin Hood Men in Tights, where I can quote the entire movie.
100%.
You were just quoting like every line. As we were
As
watching.
soon as it opens up, I was like, oh yeah, Shang Tsung's gonna say, your brother's soul is mine. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I fucking love Mortal Kombat. So when Annihilation came out, I was crushed because it's not
So bad.
It's so bad. And then when they announced the new one, it came out in 2022, and I saw that I was super excited for it. And I saw it, I was like, this is exactly
What do you want?
what I wanted. And then the new one is coming, the sequel to that. And I've heard early reports like from like the studios and stuff. That's like people were like the focus groups or whatever. What do they call them? Like the
Test
audiences were like cheering and loving it. I was like, we'll see.
Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, I say that kind of shit all the time.
Yeah.
I'm nervous that it's going to be a Johnny Cage led film with Carl Urban as Johnny Cage because the dude is old.
Yeah, I agree. I
Wait,
think it's weird.
isn't that what it is?
Yeah, I mean, based off the trailer, it
based
seems
off the
like he's the
trailers,
main
that's what
character.
it is.
I know, but like
Yeah.
maybe I'm just because I was never a huge fan of Johnny Cage. Like, anyway, I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited.
Well, we will be excited until further notice. Until
yeah.
It is proven itself.
So, I figured if you have something for Clint's closet,
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to bring, and so I thought, well, what's something that I want to show off, and hopefully it relates. So I brought my 3D...
Another katana?
No,
your other katana.
I brought my 3D printed Guy Fawkes mask from V for Vendetta that I made.
Oh, that's cool.
That feels applicable.
Yeah, there we go.
Remember.
So yeah.
Now say, your soul is mine.
Mine. Should I just leave this on the rest of the episode?
Yeah, great audio. I'm sure we're getting great audio from that.
So yeah, I was hoping like, well, maybe I was like, I want to show something off, so I'll just show this off, and hopefully.
Did you made it recently?
I 3D printed this a couple months ago. Yeah. So there we go.
All right.
Was V for Vendetta a shit show?
We talked about V for Vendetta
we?
already.
We did.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! And what? I don't remember.
Voice replacement.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I do. Okay, I remember that now. Okay, so
There
it's
you go.
retroactively a Clint's closet for.
It's like I
work?
was
There we go.
thinking I have no idea what Ian's gonna do. So the chances that it's gonna be V for Vendetta are just as likely as anything else.
Did you guys have any guesses? I was going to ask you for guesses, and I was
No.
worried that you would both figure out Mortal Kombat pretty quickly.
No.
The only thing that I was thinking of before you were talking to us as we were recording the first bit of the episode, I was like, oh my god, did he find Empires of the Deep? that was my first thought. I was like, oh my god, that would be
That would have been so good.
Yeah. I was like, how did he do this? How?
That would have been sick.
That would have been
so
fucking
amazing.
awesome. But also, then we would have had to have like live streamed it for everybody.
Yeah, we would have to have. We would have to have like organized like a live,
like a theater, like rented
Yeah, right,
a theater.
yeah, right.
It would,
Yeah.
yeah, it would have been a whole thing.
exclusive podcast has
So
Empires
maybe
of the
that'll
Deep.
maybe that'll be like our first live show when we finally get
find it.
a
So
cut
if
of
someone
Empires of
can
the Deep.
send it to us,
Yeah.
yes.
We'll
We'll
find
rent a
copy.
theater.
You know it's somewhere. It's in some
Some
dude's,
version of it has to be there, right?
It's like on someone's hard drive in someone's basement.
and it might. Who gives a shit if it's
know.
unfinished?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that lady who found that Jackson Pollock painting like in her attic. You know, someone's just gonna be like, and it's gonna be like a film reel with like Empires of the Deep
Or
on
what
it.
literally happened to the guy that found the copy of Day the Clown
Day the Clown
Cried.
Cried. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my other thing too. I was like, maybe he's gonna make us watch The Day the Clown Cried.
Yeah, let's get real sad.
Happy 100th.
Anyway, we come back. We're like, so,
They're all dead.
hi guys, we're back. I guess we were just like crying when we come back from the break from
Oh, no,
after
right?
the intro.
No, this was like a very good like surprise. Like when you said Mortal Kombat, like my tiny mind was just like,
Okay, so created by Ed Boon and John Tobiah at Midway Games, Mortal Kombat initially started out as a fighting game starring
real actors.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, what?
So, unable to secure his likeness, they pivoted to Johnny Cage, JC,
Oh.
who can perform the splits.
The splits.
Yes.
And a really good nut shot.
Nut punch.
Which is
Splits
exactly
and a
what
nut
Jean-Claude
Van
does
Damme
in Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. Yep.
So, taking 10 months to develop, the game released in arcades in 1992, becoming an instant success.
Yeah.
Thanks in large part to the violence. Okay, the game came to Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Sega Genesis, and Game Gear on Monday, September 13th, 1993. Midway Games flooded TV hyping Mortal Monday. The commercial had a bunch of people running out in the streets, like looking for fights or something. I don't know. And then like there were different
Jesus
people.
Christ.
There were different people yelling the title. This one of those screams is the iconic
Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Oh my god. That's from their commercial.
Yeah, it's just a sound sample from the
Fuck
commercial.
yeah.
Please find that. Please put it in the video. In
Yes.
the episode.
Playing right now.
They really liked Scream-based advertising in the 90s.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Sega!
Surge!
Mortal Kombat! Surge! Just
90s were in your
It was
face.
super
Yes.
fucking aggro back
Yeah,
then.
ads in the 90s were
God
fucking
damn.
insane.
Yeah.
Again, the game sold like crazy. However, because of Nintendo's family-friendly policy and image that they had, they forced Midway to censor the blood in the game to being sweat. So if you've ever played Mortal Kombat growing up on Super Nintendo, it's just a bunch of like
Oh,
white
what a bunch of
like
bitches.
splash. Yeah. And
Nintendo
so,
is still that way. by
yeah,
the way.
exactly.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
And
They're
and so
very-
Sega version obviously sold more.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted as kids.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. We were a Nintendo family. I was fine with my when I was a kid with my Mario games.
Yeah.
I didn't get into like the Mortal Kombats until later.
Little wuss.
Pussy. God. Okay. Jesus.
Oh God, I love Mortal Kombat. I'm not gonna. I'm just beaming right now. This is the best episode.
So the biggest impact of the game, besides it becoming a massive multimedia franchise, was it became the face of the 1993 congressional hearings on video games. So, alongside other games like Night Trap and Doom, concerns over violent and sexual imagery in games became a cultural reflection point. And you had to been there. Like the moral panic was real.
Oh yeah.
And
much like the satanic panic in the 80s
I was
with
gonna
like
say
Dungeons and Dragons and that kind of stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't too far after that. Like it wasn't that many years after the satanic panics.
Yeah.
And now you're controlling characters that can do all these violent things.
Yeah.
And at this time, like, this is when one story stayed in the news for months versus today when like one atrocity happens and it's gone in 24
It's like
hours.
every fucking day and you're just like numb to it.
Yeah. Oh, I hate it so
It's like
much.
the difference between then the president of the United States lied about having sex with a staffer versus today where the fascist taco president of the United States is lying about being best friends with a child sex trafficker. And we continue to...
And even worse than that. Yeah.
yes,
Man,
way
I would
worse,
like
simpler times.
Yeah.
fucking...
Fuck fascism.
Yes.
Can you imagine like back in the day when like your biggest problem was just like video games are too violent?
Yeah, I know. I would kill
kill
for
to go
those
back
times.
there.
Yes. The outcome of the hearing was that video game companies themselves had to establish rating boards of some kind, or the government would step in. Nintendo, Sega, EA, and the rest established the self-regulatory organization, the Entertainment Software Rating Board, ESRB, which rates video games in North America, much like the MPAA, and is still used today.
E for everyone. M for
E
mature.
for everyone, that's right. Okay, the origin of the film adaptation. Okay. Starts, this is between, while they're making the second one. So, a certain producer was visiting the office of Midway Games. Okay, Clint, you're going to play this producer.
Okay.
And you're going to read this first quote. This is him talking about how jazzed he is about making a movie based off of the game.
I said, this is Star Wars meets Enter the Dragon. This is not just an arcade game. This is a whole phenomenon. I said, if you give me the rights to this, I promise you I will produce this, not just in movies, but in every medium in the world.
Oh, that's lofty.
Wow.
This producer, who has maintained the license for all live-action adaptations of Mortal Kombat, is...
Lawrence Kasanoff.
That is correct.
I recognize that name from the title, and is that the food fight guy?
That is the food fight guy.
That's right.
Yeah, I asked him. I was like, Lawrence Kasanoff. That's the guy from Food Fight. And then I was like, oh, I remember we talked about this.
Yes.
You know what? That explains a lot why Reptile looked like also kind of a greasy dick weasel in this movie.
I 100%
He
thought
like
that.
straight up looked like Weasel.
When he like wandered off in the camouflage.
So when they were coming up with the character of the greasy dick weasel, Lawrence Kasanoff was like, "Oh, I've already got the animatics for this. Like, I've already got the character
He's
model."
just like, I've got the mocap down.
Yeah.
Well, you did like the best. You were like, you did the best mocap representation of Reptile. It was great. I can't do it. I'm not gonna.
You're just like
But
this.
it was just like, yeah, it was like that. Oh, so good.
If you haven't listened to our episode on Food Fight, a quick recap on Kasanoff. He raised around $65 million to make Food Fight, and if you've seen what Food Fight looks like, is
not that
fucking
much.
insane. That could easily the movie could be easily described as a total con. The film's computer drives were stolen. No one was found responsible, forcing the film to start over. But they did net that insurance money. Kasanoff allegedly pocketed $7 million of that budget, and he allegedly burned down his mansion for the insurance, claiming a mistake during motion capture research.
What the fuck, Lawrence Kasanoff? What are you doing?
We talked about this, guys.
I know, but like when you bring it up,
but like I forget, and then you say these things, and I'm like, what are you possibly doing for motion capture research? That's just like, whoops, I lit my house on fire. Like, what the actual shit?
in the police report or whatever, it's like, yeah, this fire was caused by mocap
Research.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, what?
They're like, and he's like, well,
You're not
you see.
covered for that.
Well, the suit was causing so much friction.
Yeah, I had to
weasel.
grease myself up.
And the only thing I had was just this flammable lube.
This ether.
He's just like, his like suit's just generating static electricity sparks that are like hitting the flammable lube.
Are you getting this?
Does it look cool?
30% more awesome.
Yeah. Well, it was a technology he had no understanding of and frequently confused as to why the motion capture actors weren't capable of Looney Tune style movements. Yeah. And he frequently gave notes like it should be 30% better or more awesome.
What a fucking
this guy
lunatic.
So this guy just wanders into Midway and is just like,
I can do it.
Hey, I can do it. And then he's all greased up. And
No, I started collecting audio like bits of him in like behind the scenes for Mortal Kombat that was just like, you're a fucking maniac. Like he just talks about how he thinks he's like, we got the best fighters in the world to be in this movie. And then one of them was even insaner.
If you look at Hong Kong martial arts movies or action movies, the movies, frankly, in terms of our audience here, story, lighting, character development, are terrible. But the action is phenomenal. And I've always thought, how come we can't take that quality of action and put it into more of the kind of quality and look that we strive for here in Hollywood?
Has he seen Ip Man?
I know it's offensive and
so
stupid.
bad.
I was going to say, like, has he seen any Bruce Lee movies?
Yeah, I know. So, going forward, you're going to be our Kasanoff.
Oh, boy.
And make sure you get that smarmy, like, I can sell anything.
Yeah, here, let me go
producer type.
Here, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get greased up.
Yeah, he's got to get greased up first. You got to get it. You got to get into character.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Kasanoff talking about how he got the rights to the movie and how New Line was reacting to it.
Everyone was telling me this wouldn't work and my career would be over, including New Line. They already green-lighted the movie, and the studio head walked in with the script, threw it down on the table and said, I hate the script. I hate this movie. And he yelled at us for an hour, and then he said, go ahead and make it. Jesus Christ. What is he talking about? He's all over the place.
Yeah, no, we'll get into some of these facts that he provides, such as, according to him and the producers, while searching for a director for this movie, they had top-tier directors asking for the position.
Highest caliber.
Yes.
Seriously, you're telling me all these things like, we got the best directors, got the best we got the best fighters.
Yeah. So, but they were...
That was a horrible...
I got it, though. I got it.
We got it.
It was the hands. It was the hand motion.
But they were only interested in one guy, Paul W.S. Anderson. So, Anderson is an English director who had just made his first film, Shopping, in 1994.
Okay.
A very little seen movie, mostly known as Jude Law's first movie. But New Line liked that he had a visual flair to the movie, but more importantly, that he made it for incredibly cheap.
Okay.
So all these top tier, when they found the cheapest guy they could find, right?
So in the Venn diagram of top tier and cheapest, you've got right in there is Paul W.S. Anderson.
W.S. Anderson. Yeah. I would not even put. He's not even. This is the Venn diagram of top tier, and Paul W. Anderson is way the fuck over. He's off the page.
Oh, okay.
He's one tiny little circle off in the corner.
Mortal Kombat in all its prior incarnations and in what we hope for the movie has always been young and hip and cutting edge and cool. Therefore, to direct it, we needed to find someone with the same qualities. We found Paul Anderson in England. He directed one film which I thought had the qualities we were looking for. It was kinetic, it was fast, it was energetic, and it was really hip and cool. We thought the combination of Paul's talents with the story we were trying to tell would make for the kind of movie we want you to go see.
But he'd only done one movie at this point, and they
Correct.
were like, that's good enough for us to be like, hire that
Yes.
man.
And only 29. So a little older than Spielberg.
Where is that
So-
on the Trank scale?
Yeah, that's
Younger,
Past his
older?
prime.
Past his prime? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anderson was an extremely big fan of the arcade, and he had lots of ideas on how to do it. Okay, Ray, you're going to be our Anderson today.
Oh boy.
And this is him talking about how he basically got his way into this job.
I had no experience with visual effects, so I bought every single book I could find on visual effects, on matte paintings, on CGI. I had the jargon down. It sounded like I knew more about CG than anyone else in Hollywood, even though I'd never been into a visual effects house. I kind of bluffed my way in, but I think they could see the enthusiasm.
That is amazing.
This is the
Fake it
definition.
till you make it.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you put in the effort to
Yeah.
learn. I
Yeah.
appreciate,
Yeah, right, yes,
I appreciate
100%.
that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like, oh yeah, I know about this and rendering, and I know all about that. And then if someone like
Yeah.
asks him to point to it, be like,
But at least but what you're saying is right, because if he learned all of that stuff, he knew how it's not just jargon, it's quite literally understanding
Right.
what someone is talking about,
Yeah.
right? And being able to communicate that back.
Right.
so that's admirable. But at the same time, it's just like he still faked his way into
Yeah.
it.
I'm normally a big fan of the fake it till you make it attitude, because I'm like of the opinion that no one knows what the fuck they're doing most
Nobody
of the
does.
time.
Yeah.
But this is also like very much a definition of just a man like failing upward.
Upwards, yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
Okay, Robin Shu, he played Liu Kang, was mostly a stuntman in Hong Kong, and not counting a TV movie he did in 1990, this would be his first Hollywood film. He was pressured by a friend to audition. However, he had no idea what it was and thought the title alone was the dumbest name.
He's like, they spelled combat wrong.
Yeah. It's spelled with a C.
This is my
idiots.
second language.
Yeah.
Even I know that.
I bet they cast him, we were talking about this, on his glorious hair.
Oh, his hair.
Oh, God, that hair.
Well, he read 7 times before getting the part.
Wow.
Maybe one of those part times was just hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
I come in
He was like,
looking
"Whoosh."
glorious.
I wonder in the script if anytime they said combat or Mortal Kombat, it was spelled with a K. Like in their scripts that they got.
Yeah,
yeah.
and the script tells you every time the song starts.
And they're like theme plays, insert scream,
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
He tested that many times. He thinks this is because he's Asian and they were very worried about him headlining a Hollywood film.
But the character's name is Liu Kang.
I know, but this is Hollywood.
it's true. It's very
they would
racist.
absolutely whitewash it. They did it with Raiden.
Yeah.
Fair point.
And I mean, you got to hand it to him. That's pretty earlier times to actually do that.
Yeah.
So, Bridget Wilson Sampras also auditioned 7 times. Taking too long, she took the part in Billy Madison, taking her out of the running, and New Line cast someone else.
Is that Sonia? Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, she
Okay.
is Sonia. New Line was making The Mask, and they were very taken by
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz, knowing she would be a big star. She was originally cast as Sonya Blade. She went into martial arts training, then broke her wrist.
Oh.
No.
Therefore, couldn't train anymore.
Yeah.
And had to back out. So they called Bridget Wilson, and on her last day on the set of Billy Madison, and offered her the role.
I think Cameron Diaz did fine. Like I. Just,
Yeah,
you
oh
know.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
She's the highest paid actress until Scarlett Johansson. So because she was cast so late in the game, they held off on her fight scenes until the back half of production, so she could train while filming went on.
Oh my God.
Maybe this is why she's only in the one fight.
fight, yeah.
That
That makes sense.
explains a lot.
Maybe,
and also
yeah.
that explains why her breaking Kano's neck is like so sorry, it's stupid. It's like no.
So easy.
No, but also
Yeah.
like she barely had her legs hooked around his neck, like, and also at the dumbest spot. Like it was
He's
just
just,
dumb. He's like, oh no, it's like you could
just
slip
kick her,
out of.
kick her in the head.
Yeah.
But also, he could have slipped out of that so easily. She had like zero grip on him.
Yeah, half of his face is shiny metal, just like
Yeah. Yep.
polished chrome. Just
Yeah. Slip right on out of there.
During her training, while on set, she dislocated her shoulder.
Ugh.
And they popped it back in, and she was completely fine.
Oh my god.
And they continued to train
No.
that day. Like, she was just, 100% okay.
Yeah, just
So one person's broken wrist is another person's
dislocated
dislocated shoulder.
I feel like she wasn't fine. I feel like she was definitely not fine, and she was just like, I can keep going.
No, this was her talking about it 25 years later, like 30 years later, whenever this article was. She was talking about it. She was like, no, I was like completely rebounded like immediately. And they were like, are you inhuman? And
Yeah.
she's like, I don't know if she would be lying about it now.
a lot of it was probably just like adrenaline.
Versus being at the time being like,
Yeah.
I'm hurt. I don't want to say anything or I'm going to lose this job, right?
Right.
And then saying that then, I'm fine. And then 20 years later going, I was not fine.
I was not fine.
Yeah.
Okay, the producers tried to get who as Raiden?
Jackie Chan.
That's a good one.
Jet Li.
Still whitewashing.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That's what I was gonna say.
Shit.
I'll give you a hint.
White martial
Christopher
artist.
Lambert's two-time co-star.
Oh my god, fuck you, Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Oh my
Sean
God.
Connery.
Sean goddamn Connery. And they were like, look, if we can't
Scottish
get...
guy that's like the god of all these Asian people.
Yeah. I mean,
Sure, you're going to win Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Show me how. I don't think so.
I don't.
honestly, like, he would have had more gravitas than Christopher Lambert.
I don't know.
Just gonna-
I don't know.
Christopher, he's having so much fun.
He's loving that.
Christopher Lambert sounds like that. His voice is like, you know, in Aladdin when Robin Williams is doing the genie and the genie's like, you can't bring someone back from the dead. Like, that's what fucking Christopher Lambert's voice sounds like. I could not get that out of my head.
I don't think so.
No, Sean Connery. Obviously, that was a no-go. That never went anywhere.
A
Yeah.
sideshow freaks attacked by fighters.
They're like, what? Can you enunciate a little bit?
They also discussed Danny Glover before Christopher Lambert was cast.
Danny Glover?
Yeah, I kind of like it actually.
I mean, yeah, I
Kinda
could see
into
that.
it.
Like, that's not.
I like
it's-
Danny Glover.
I mean, it's not whitewashing.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he probably would have done a good job, but also, like, that just feels beneath Danny Glover a little bit.
I can only imagine just like towards the end of the film, like Raiden just goes, "I'm getting too old for this shit." Or Christopher Lambert.
Danny Glover is very known for like having just like quiet intensity.
Yeah.
And always like whispering. And I mean, that's kind of what Lambert was doing
Yeah.
the whole time. They thought of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Of course.
For Johnny Cage. But he was busy already with
The Quest.
Bloodsport.
Street Fighter.
Of course.
Ed Boon kept seeing the development of the script, worried that about like how comical they were making it, especially making Raiden like a constant joker. Like he was constantly making like one-liners. And they kept giving the filmmakers notes about taking it more seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is their bread and butter. These are our serious characters. I feel like they kind of hit a good middle ground because the movie is inherently dumb.
Sure.
The whole concept is dumb. And so if it was too straight, you would just be like, fuck this movie.
Yeah.
It's taking itself way too seriously.
But I would argue that Raiden is not the character to make the comic relief. Like, Raiden should be, like...
yeah. And he's
like,
not. Mostly.
That doesn't make like having him be like cracking jokes like
Yeah.
doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense. It's
exactly.
like Johnny Cage can crack jokes, even Liu Kang can
Yeah.
literally anyone else can crack jokes, but like he's supposed to be like deadly serious.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So it was a weird choice. So even
Yeah.
though it like they found a balance where he wasn't too jokey. It still was like the 2 or 3 times he was, you were like, like it was just off-putting. You're like, well,
You just didn't like his voice.
and his voice is insane. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Thank you all coming to this boat.
Yeah.
You're all here to compete for Mortal Kombat.
Who's here
Is
for
that,
more?
is that crazy? It sounds like it's spelled with a K.
What's the deal with Mortal Kombat?
And what's with the rules here? You keep talking about rules, but you're not really explaining any of them.
They did not explain the fucking rules at all.
You can just go up to the top fighter and just go, I want to fight
I'm
him
telling you.
and win.
Yeah, like Liu Kang could have gone through the portal and walked up to, what's the other guy's name?
Goro?
No,
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung.
Just
And been
nut
like,
punched him.
Yeah, and just been
killed
like,
him, and
I
then
challenge you. Whoopah! Like, Mortal Kombat accomplished. Bye.
Yeah.
Like,
you could bring
the
into your own
actual-
weapons.
yeah.
So why
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
you
yeah.
bring in your own flamethrower?
why did
You
sometimes
can-
they have a fight with a staff and sometimes they didn't?
Why did Goro have to fight 40 people?
dudes, and Sonya only
why
fought one.
Yeah, Sony only had to do one, and then Johnny Cage could not fight him yet, and
Yeah.
then move up the tier.
So-
There's no tier. There's no bracket.
So the more
that
those
they ever explain, and then they just kind of go, "Oh, by the way, Johnny Cage, you're going to be fighting in an apple orchard."
Mm-hmm.
Like, see you there at 10 a.m. Like,
look,
what?
so, look, the best way to enjoy this movie is to be a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
That's the best way to
That's
enjoy
accurate,
it.
yeah.
Or to like snark throughout the whole thing and take on the persona of the event coordinator of Mortal Kombat.
Yes. Yeah.
As I did.
Yeah.
Being stressed out about people not being where they were supposed to be on time or fighting who they were supposed to fight. Like that's
I could just see you as the event coordinator and Johnny Cage and Scorpion are fighting
Yeah.
in the trees, and then they teleport. You're like,
Oh,
what the shit?
damn it.
Oh.
Where the fuck? Then I get like I've got a little headset. I'm just like, hi. Does anyone have eyes on Johnny Cage and Scorpion? We need to get. They're in the bone dungeon. Okay, thank you so much.
you're
all
running.
right, and then I'm like, I'm like, everybody. So we're
Fuck,
gonna do a
that's
set move to the
20
bone
miles.
dungeon. Yeah, look. Someone needs to open up a portal. Otherwise, it's gonna take us 7 weeks to get there. Let's coordinate this immediately. Yeah, I would. You know what? I would fucking kick ass at being the event coordinator
Yeah,
for Mortal
absolutely.
Kombat.
And you finally get there just as he's like exploding, and you get like entrails on. You're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
And I like big X over Scorpion. All right, what's the next bracket?
Yep.
And then you're just like constantly like Shang Tsung, like, we have rules for a reason. Oh, fucking
Stop
hell.
antagonizing the talent. God damn it.
Look and listen.
Why don't they just stab them at night
Yeah, that's true.
while they're sleeping?
Can you just please put
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Shang Tsung, can you please just put a leash on Reptile? Like, he's all over the fucking place, all right? God.
And not even doing his job
Greasy
that well.
Yeah.
dick weaseling all over the place, not watching Katana
Also,
like we asked him to.
Katana and Liu Kang got out of a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were just like, no, we're done.
Because she let him win, and Shang Tsung couldn't steal her soul because she was the Emperor's daughter, is what I assumed.
Yeah.
Did he win?
I mean, she
those-
kind of
They
let
were
him
they were
win.
kind of like
They were
making
sexy
out.
fighting.
Yeah, they were
Sexy
sexy.
fighting.
They were
fighting.
sexy fighting.
Well, that was a sexy.
Whatever.
That was a sexy fight. It was a different bracket.
That's the couple's
That's
island.
Mortal Kombat After Dark.
Yeah.
It's a new marketing initiative that I recommended that we start for Mortal Kombat in order to, appeal to a wider variety of spectators.
No, it was
Mortal Kombat Love Island.
right. It was a special tournament. It was a special viewing just for Shang Tsung called Mortal Cuckbat.
But he would have wanted to see Sonya fight because he had that fucking weird obsession.
Oh
with
no,
Sonya
he had it hard
that
for
made
Sonya.
no
I know.
goddamn sense.
And Ray, you also as the event coordinator would be like, who put this fucking bucket of water here?
God damn it! I told everybody,
Clear
do
this-
not bring water into the stone dungeon for the Sub-Zero fight. It creates an unfair advantage. What did I tell you people? And then, again, my little headset, I'm like, can we please get the janitor back in here to remove the bucket of water?
Mop this up.
Mop this up, yeah, thank you.
It was a bucket of water. What were they doing? Mopping up the blood from the last fight? Why was it there?
From the other guy that Sub-Zero exploded.
You
They were just
missed
clearing
it.
that guy.
Raiden walks in and puts it there.
Oh, okay.
Raiden's a cheating motherfucker.
Wait, but what was Raiden doing there? He couldn't go into the other. Oh no, that they hadn't gone into.
Yeah, he hadn't gone. He got to
Okay,
Outworld
okay,
yet.
okay,
Yeah, no.
okay.
Yeah.
that Raiden.
Oh, he's a scamp. A little scamp.
Can somebody please come and remove Raiden from the premises?
do I have eyes on
He
Raiden?
is making fucking dumbass jokes and putting buckets of water where they're not supposed to be. Thank you. Somebody please contain him.
Who threw the feast all over the ground?
Yeah.
The cafeteria is a mess. Okay. TV writer Kevin Droney. He worked on the Highlander TV series.
Oh my God.
He was hired to write the script. However, since the film was being fast-tracked, he wasn't done while they were in the middle of pre-production. Because of this, Anderson would meet with the actors and get their opinions on their characters and have Droney rewrite stuff for them to kind of like fit what they were thinking.
Oh, okay.
However, on set, Anderson and the actors still didn't like their lines, and he allowed them to ad-lib as much as they wanted.
This is the best movie because
Improv.
Now, there's all this improv.
improv combat.
Lines such as,
Let's dance. Those are $500 sunglasses, asshole. Thank God I didn't ask him to park the car.
Okay, so like Johnny Cage's
Best
one-liners.
lines.
Like he was the only one who could improvise, is what you're saying.
those were like some of them. Like,
All the lines that we drank on, probably.
yeah.
Yeah. The 90s burns.
The 90s
Yeah.
burn.
So we drank on 90s burns and what was it, one-liners? So
Yeah.
if you need a drinking game for this.
After the film came out, at a party, Droney introduced his date to Lyndon Ashby, who plays
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage. Introduced his date to Lindy Ashby very seriously as the asshole that ruined my script.
So at a party, movie wraps at a party, and he's got his girlfriend, his date, and he's like,
It's like a Christmas party, like
yeah,
months later
yeah,
or
it's like,
something.
Oh my
hey,
God.
this is Lyndon Ashby. He's the asshole who ruined my script. Wow.
What do you say to that?
Yeah, how do you exit out of
How
that
do you-
situation? You know, I did some of those my fight scenes myself,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. No,
Well,
I bet.
that's what he looks at the girlfriend. He's like, I'm glad he didn't. I didn't ask him to park the car.
Ba-da-dum. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, knowing him, he probably.
yeah, everyone-
He improvised a fucking zinger
And then he just does the splits.
and then nut punches him. God damn.
And then he takes his girlfriend. And is like, yeah, you want to go with me now?
Yeah. Your girlfriend's mine now. Get over here.
Okay, the improv was also encouraged for the fight scenes.
Okay.
Where Robin Shu, who came from Hong Kong cinema, mainly as a martial artist there, would throw out his own ideas. So it was kind of like a very loose set.
But it's also like, you can't really improvise a fight scene.
Well, meaning like they would be kind of like, okay, this is the fight. It's like, yeah, but I think what my
what if I
character
did-
should
oh,
do
so, okay.
is do this. Yeah, they weren't going like, and then it was like, I'm supposed to do a spin kick, and I decided to do splits and punch him in the
just
nuts.
Yeah.
Like, and the stuntman's like, what the fuck?
what the fuck, bro? We didn't
Yeah,
agree to that.
Not like that.
Like, it just turns into an actual fight.
Fight,
It's like,
yeah.
we're just fighting now. That's
It's
what's
a brawl.
happening.
real fighting,
Yeah.
real life fighting is
Real life
awkward.
fighting is awkward.
They could only afford 5 weeks with Christopher Lambert. You know, this is starting to just like, now that I think about it, this is such a cheap ass production.
It's all coming together.
Like Christopher Lambert was their big get
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
nobody else in this movie is like from
The
anything else.
Highlander.
Yeah. And Highlander 2.
And Highlander 2
At that point, yeah, for
was
real.
their star.
So they planned to shoot everything with Lambert with him in LA, then do some close-ups in LA to later be inserted to be like green screen in the ending that takes place in Thailand. Lambert was like told this plan and he's like, no way, I want to go to Thailand. And he paid for his own time in Thailand and then paid for the rap party.
Wow.
Okay, listen.
True
Damn
God.
it! I know. I was making fun of Christopher Lambert
he's a
and his
true god of
crazy
thunder and lightning.
and his crazy voice, but I actually mad respect that he paid for the rap party.
Yeah.
I just think he was a beggar, didn't you?
Yeah.
The Thailand shoot was located on an island they had to take boats to each day. Their Thailand crew were like 100 strong, like they had 100 people, and without a clear leader. They would be given a task, take a cigarette break, argue about it, attempt the task, take another smoke break, and then argue about it some more.
God damn it. I love that for them.
And the production designer said, like, for a month, nothing was getting done.
Oh, wow.
They were also prone to drinking a lot. It's
Incredible.
the tropics, and
Yeah.
might as well, right?
Yeah, they're just like, it's fucking hot out. It's so humid out
Yeah.
here.
So
We just want to smoke and get drunk.
So
Don't make us do work.
with heat exhaustion and the alcohol, Ray, you're going to be our Lyndon Ashby about
God.
an average day on set.
You're shooting in the tropics, and the amount of alcohol that was consumed, you'd stand there and people would be sweating and it'd smell like a distillery. You'd be standing next to somebody and they'd just drop down in the dirt. They were out. You just look at the guy laying there and you'd be like, oh, cut. Nobody even got worked up about it.
Where do you get these guys?
So nothing's getting done. Then they hired a guy who they rented some like heavy machinery. And that guy came to set and he's screaming and he's smacking workers who were
God.
like slacking off. But things started getting done like
Ah.
immediately. And they were like, hire him.
Yeah.
And
Oh
so
my
they
God.
hired him for the rest of the shoot.
We just got to get some slap happy
Yeah.
guy in there.
Guy who's not afraid to come in and smack some
I know,
people
right?
around to get what he needs to get done.
He was
done.
also the fight coordinator.
He was improv that. Oh, didn't see that coming.
Wait, so, and this was just like the general like crew, people who were like
just people moving shit,
Grips
and like
and-
Yeah.
building things,
Okay, got
whatever.
it, yeah.
Including there was no infrastructure on that island, so all that beach stuff, there's nothing there. And since everything was taking so long, they decided to dig their own outhouse.
Oh,
Like that's how much there's nothing there.
That's unfortunate.
the outworld outhouse.
Yeah, World Outhouse.
Yeah, it just goes into that portal over there. Goes to Outworld. Okay, during the first filmed fight scene with Robin Show, they're shooting it wide and doing this long, complicated fight. And Anderson keeps saying, from the top. And they start over. And after shot, mistake after mistake, Show's like confused. And this is Paul Anderson talking about that moment.
Of course these guys are getting exhausted because they're going for it. Robin comes up to me and says, Paul, you do know what coverage is, don't you? And I said, oh yeah, sorry about that. It was a movie I learned a lot on, and I was very fortunate to be working with people who were supportive and didn't bite my head off. What the fuck?
Wow.
Your lead actor is like, bro,
It's
you
like-
do know what coverage is, right? Also, like, Robin, like, obviously had a lot of experience in the Hong Kong film industry, but like was a stunt man. So like, it's just wild that he knows more than the director about like how to make a movie.
It's only his second movie, but you got to give him a little credit, being like, oh, okay, and like versus what happened
No.
on Trank, where he just shuts down and goes, "Fuck you,"
Don't tell me what to do.
breathe,
Okay.
breathe, right?
I give him credit for being open to receiving feedback and criticism and learning and growing and applying that as a
Yes,
human being. Okay,
yes.
so he gets credit for that.
Yes.
But I also would argue that you shouldn't be making any movie if you don't know what coverage is. That is like some basic ass shit you learn in like a beginning film class.
See, this is why I don't make films, because I don't know what coverage is.
So like basically what was happening was he was making them do it was a wide shot and he was like start to finish do the fight.
the entire
the whole fight.
no mistakes,
No, like take after
Okay.
take
like
after
John
take.
John Wick style,
Right.
Oh, okay.
right?
But like coverages, so you would be like, okay, let's do the wide. All right, let's now do a medium on Liu Kang. Now let's do a medium
So
on
he's
Viva. You
punched
punch
in on him, so you see him doing
You
his
ha-
thing.
you get
then you go over on
inserts.
Sub-Zero on his side,
Yeah.
and then you see him do his stuff.
So almost like you cover all your angles.
Yes.
That's exactly what coverage
Yes.
is.
Oh,
Yes.
see, you learn.
So then when you go into the edit, you're like you don't have to do a perfect take every time because you're like,
Yeah.
well, the back half of that didn't look very good, but I can take from like this shot or this shot and I will like put together a flawless
Flawless victory of us. Yeah.
I will put together a flawless victory from all of these takes.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
Because that's like
coverage.
Yeah,
Yes, there
because
we go.
that is exhausting for an actor to have to do start to finish, like no mess ups, take after take after take after take.
Which is exactly what they do on John Wick
Yeah.
stuff, which is kind of the point. They're showing
Right.
off that they can do that.
Yeah.
So, but when you're just this cheap ass production,
But also, if you plan for that, if you're like, look, we're doing this, it's one take, it is one shot, it's a oneer, like
yeah,
everyone's on top of their game.
Yeah.
You know?
and I 100% no point where they were like, let's do a oneer.
Just no coverage was.
Hey, he knew about the CGI. He didn't know what coverage was.
Yeah, Yeah, like, what the fuck? He's like, I didn't know about CG, so I read a lot of books. Did you read any books on filmmaking, you fucker? God damn. That feels like also something you should have read.
All right. Goro required up to 16 puppeteers and cost $1 million.
Oh my God. It shows.
Oh,
Excellent.
no. Goro. He's got 4 arms.
Literally did not stop singing that.
Watch our food fight episode.
Food fight.
Because he was such a complicated animatronic, they didn't even consider taking him to Thailand. So everything with him was filmed in LA. And the sets in LA were meant to have koi ponds in them. But they feared Goro falling into said water and short-circuiting and injuring/killing the stuntman. So they cut all that out. And then he was so complicated and very glitchy that they used him far less than what they had originally planned for.
Yeah, it makes sense because the fight that he has with Johnny Cage is shot so wide. It was just like a real quick, like, punch, quick spin kick, and he spins,
Done.
and then that was it.
Yeah. He does look really cool.
He looks great.
He looks really cool, but you could tell that he's a little stiff, and then his
yeah.
mouth doesn't work at all.
Oh, no, yeah.
I am Goro, General of the armies of Outworld and Prince of the subterranean realm of Shokan.
Okay, they finish the film,
Okay.
hurry cut it together, and show it to test audiences. And they are unanimous in saying, like, okay, but wasn't a lot of combat. There's not enough fight scenes.
Oh my God. That's
For-
the whole point of the movie.
4 reshoots, they added what?
Reptile.
Scorpion.
Scorpion fight and the reptile,
Reptile fight.
The best fights,
best fights.
in the
Yeah.
movie
Yeah.
were added later.
Wait a minute. You're telling me they finished the film, they filmed all that they did, they cut it, they showed it to test audiences, there's not enough films. And so the one that they put in was with Scorpion,
Yes.
the most popular character
Yeah.
from the fucking games. And he hadn't had a fight at all in the whole
Yeah,
thing.
that's true because he would have just disappeared. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. He would have just shown his little creature from his hand, his little spear creature.
And never showed
and
up
never
again.
showed up again. As a test, for me, like if I was in this test time, like what the fuck? I'm 12 years old. Like what the fuck? Where's fucking Scorpion?
12-year-old Clint's like throwing his popcorn at the screen.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Get Scorpion over here.
I know, like that's like you think about Mortal Kombat. The first thing you think of is Scorpion, and the first thing you think about is get over here. Like that.
yeah,
those all go hand in hand, and like they're like Paul W.S. Anderson's like, well, okay, maybe we'll put him in.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, so then basically it was just
That
the
is stupid.
Sonya Kano fight,
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero Liu Kang fight, Kitana Liu Kang fight, and then Goro and Johnny Cage fight. That would have been the only like main
Yeah, and
fight.
Yeah, there would have been
And
a
then the
big
Shang-
jump. Yeah.
The two
Oh, and
best
then-
fights in the
movie,
whole
yes.
movie.
And then Liu Kang and like that one black dude from the beginning.
Random guy,
Random
yeah.
guy. Like random red shirt.
Yes. So since the original fight choreographer was busy, Robin Cho designed those fights.
Well,
And they are the best fights.
yes, they
in the
are.
movie.
Why? Just like have him do all the fights then.
Yeah.
God damn. Dude knows what he's doing.
Yeah, clearly.
And that hair. Can we talk about it again for a second?
Oh yeah. Maybe he's born with it.
Lustrous.
God. Yeah. All right.
But this is where the 2 big injuries come from.
Mm.
During the Scorpion fight, the stuntman playing Scorpion, kicked Ashby in the stomach, missing his pads, directly hitting his kidney. What happened after that, Ray?
He was peeing blood?
Peeing blood.
Why did you point at me like I should know that? Oh, because I always joke about punching you in the kidney?
Jenny Ray has her fake band name,
Oh, yeah, Kidney Punch.
Kidney Punch, and their
A
number
toilet
one
full
song,
of blood.
Toilet Full of Blood.
Are
yeah.
you gonna open up for Emergency Fedora?
Hell yeah, I am. Fucking, it's a metal band too, so there you go.
That's rad. That's metal as fuck.
I forgot about Kidney Punch. Thank you so much for reminding me.
There you go.
Yes. So Ashby got kicked in the kidney and he was peeing blood.
Oh my God.
Anderson recalls his cast eating Advil like they were M&Ms.
I don't feel like that's medically advisable. Look,
He
if I
didn't
was,
know about that either. He didn't read a medical book.
Yeah, he's like,
Just the CG books.
he can only read so many books, Ray.
someone's dealing with like fucking anti-inflammatory toxicity or whatever, and he's just like, what? There's a limitation to how much pain medication you can take?
Also, what are these passed out workers in the sand?
Should we get some water? I don't know. I haven't read that in a book yet.
Is water good for you? Hold on, let me read a book about this.
Everybody take 3 weeks.
Yeah, everybody, we're just gonna take a quick break. I gotta read this book about water.
Have you
And then he
heard?
comes back and he's like flipping through. Have you guys heard about water?
H2O.
Apparently, you need it to live.
All right. Now, during the reptile fight, Cho was thrown against a pillar and broke 3 ribs.
That did look like it was like a gnarly hit. It was like, ooh.
Well, it was gnarly enough that they kept it in.
Yeah.
Something like, if I'm going to get hurt for it, you might as well
Put it in
fucking
the
put it
fucking
in.
movie.
Yeah.
Right?
I broke 3 ribs for that shot.
Yeah.
You're going to keep it. Yeah.
This
that
is
shit
Robin's show about those broken 3
Okay.
ribs.
I didn't tell anyone. What's the point? If I told them I fractured the ribs, they're going to stop production, and then there goes my Hollywood dream. I muscled through the fight and then went to the hospital.
Yeah. Fucking Liu Kang, man.
Yeah,
Luke
Yeah.
fucking Kang. And guess what? His hair looked incredible through the whole thing.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he goes to the hospital, and the nurse is like, "Sir, you look perfect.
Yeah.
What can we possibly
Yeah,
do
what
for
could we
you?"
possibly do? And he's just like,
Yeah.
my ribs are broken. Like, you look so incredible.
Okay, let's talk about the music.
Oh, my God. That reptile fight song?
Okay, so the first game was released in 1992 in arcades. And then in 1994, in celebration of the release to consoles, Midway hired Belgian electronic musicians Lords of Acid to make an album.
Dude, what a fucking cool name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also opening up for Kidney Punch.
They sent the group all the sound samples of the game, and the group made a song for each character. This was called Mortal Kombat, the album. So this came out.
I have that.
Yes. So it came out before the movie. It includes greats like Scorpion, Lost Soul Bent on Revenge, and Liu Kang, Born in China, and my personal favorite, Sub-Zero, Chinese ninja warrior with his heart so cold. It's fucking stupid. But it's all dance music.
Damn it.
I love it.
Like,
I know exactly where it is.
That's funny because they were talking about, the group was talking about it, how they don't even have the files anymore.
Oh, really?
And they had to just find it on YouTube.
That's
because they were doing
amazing.
it in an interview and they were like, I don't even have this.
I don't have
shit
this.
anymore.
Yeah. Oh my God. I have that CD. It's
Yeah.
in a box in my garage.
oh my God.
So they produced this in 4 weeks in between tours under the name The Immortals. So this was just like a quick job for them. Just give us some shit.
Like, they
Just
didn't
throw
want to
it.
even put their actual band name on it because they're like, this is
Maybe.
embarrassing as
Quite
fuck.
possibly, right?
Chinese Ninja Warrior.
They're just like, look, we just really needed money.
Yeah, I mean, really, it was just a
it's
cash
not
job.
You know.
The group is 2 guys, Oliver Adams and Maurice Anglin. and England had a long meeting to go to. And so Adam spent his day making the song Techno Syndrome.
Yes.
Which is now widely known as the Mortal Kombat theme.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that was just for that album thing that they just threw out there. Almost nobody bought, right?
I bought
and and just threw it out there, and then but they had that for the movie. Lords of Acid liked the sound of that scream that was part of that ad campaign, and then decided to put it in Techno Syndrome, and now it's synonymous, right?
Everybody knows.
Let's
we can listen to it.
let's listen to some.
Fuck yeah! Oh my god. That woo is a 90s dude. Oh, this fucking slaps, dude.
Does it?
Does
it? On your own to the twilight zone.
Yeah, no, it slaps.
Wait, what? What's happening? What's happening?
What's
your point?
Is a song called Twilight Zone, released in 1992 by Belgian Dutch techno group 2 Unlimited.
Whoa.
No.
No,
Did they rip it off?
Don't tell me it's plagiarized.
Okay, so even the because there's multiple beats going on, and then even like the keys that come into it right after, right? Now.
Yeah.
And then those keys come in, the little higher keys.
It's
fucked up.
Highly suspicious.
Yeah, that's like.
Listen, Lords of Acid, explain yourselves. Maybe that's why they also release it under the Immortals, because they're like, we straight up stole this and don't want anyone to know.
No, don't. No, I don't want to hear this.
So Adams in England claim this is a complete coincidence.
Oh, sure, Vanilla Ice. Come on.
And 2 Unlimited has never taken legal action against them.
Oh, that's just, they're just stand-up people.
But also, like,
The statute of limitations now.
the Mortal Kombat song is like, everyone knows it. I have never heard of that other band. I would be pissed if I were them.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's what are the chances that it's 2 years at most between that time? They're already in the dance scene,
right?
Doing tours, going to clubs, right? Yeah. And also Belgian. They're both Belgian.
So they would have heard it in a club or something.
Yeah, it could be easily something that earwormed into him. He forgot about it and then did it. But
that's best case scenario.
Yeah,
yes.
I was gonna say, like, if we want to give them benefit of the doubt, I mean, it's way too similar for me to be like, to say it wasn't stolen directly. But if you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, I could see someone being like at a club listening to that music. He's like on acid. He's like got his like he's like
he is a Lord of Acid.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, this fucking slaps. And then like he wakes up like 4 days later after his like acid trip, and he's just like, I got it. And then he like writes. I mean, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Just
Acid's
throw in
a
that
hell of
Mortal
a drug.
Kombat scream. Done.
Mortal Kombat. Boom. I did it. The Mortal Kombat theme song. That's pretty crazy.
Bet you didn't know that.
Well, as you were playing it, I was like, okay, yeah. And then like the lyrics came in, I was like, what the fuck?
Look, it still slaps, but like, what's happening? Does this slap more or less than the rave theme from Blade?
Oh God. I don't know. They're like kind of like just like both there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Immortals have never made anything else.
I mean, you don't need to. That's like
That's retiring. That's a fucking song you retire
one
on.
banger in and out.
one and done.
Yeah.
While Lords of Acid are still very much active, they never play Techno Syndrome live, even though they say it's their most famous song by far.
Because they stole it. That's why, and they're ashamed.
I know, because if they play it live, then someone's gonna be like, "Wait, is this the Twilight Zone song?"
They're like, 2 unlimited. Wait a minute.
Oh, wow.
What is all this screaming?
What is all this Mortal Kombat screaming?
Anyway, I thought that was a very random detour.
That's amazing. I'm
pretty
going to listen
wild.
to that on the way home.
For the initial test screenings of the film, they had a traditional action movie score under it, but it clearly lacked the flair of the video game. The producers wanted EDM.
Yep.
Yeah.
They lined up a bunch of EDM artists to contribute songs, and this allowed composer George S. Clinton, this not to be confused with George Clinton, the funk artist.
Yeah. Yeah, when I saw that come up, I was like, with the funk guy?
No, different George Clinton, to create a new unconventional score. Ray, this is him about his score. I just find this quote so silly, so 90s.
That gave me the opportunity to come up with an approach I called Techno Taiko Orko. My score would have a techno core with a layer of Asian ethnic instruments, taiko drums, shakuhachi, tuvan throat singer, surrounded by an orchestra. But not just a regular orchestra, a testosterone orchestra. Fucking balls out orchestra. Just like ripped dudes like playing fucking cellos.
Swing, big dick swinging.
Big.
Yeah, all those guys that came out and were like flexing, that was the orchestra. Crush this cello!
Just absolute, like this a dainty little violin and just fucking ripping that violin apart. I'm into it.
I just feel gross just like thinking about that. Like,
Just this hot, sweaty orchestra.
And Lawrence Kasanoff personally greases up all of the muscly
Guys,
orchestra
I'll provide the
players.
grease. Don't worry about where it came from.
He's like, listen, I have my own recipe.
oh, gross.
The soundtrack sold over 2 million copies, thanks in large part to Techno Syndrome. The film was always meant to be PG-13, so the filmmakers wanted to push as far as they could before the MPA would give them an R rating. Now, take all of this with a big fucking grain of salt, because it's total bullshit. This is from the producers like Kasanoff, saying what they determined was that if a person who dies is human, they'd get an R, which is why you only see the on-screen deaths of non-human characters. That is categorically not true.
No, literally that dude, the dude that Liu Kang fights at the very beginning.
Yeah, black guy is
a human dude.
Gets sucked away. The dude that Sub-Zero freezes and then he falls apart.
Well,
all the people that Goro kills.
I mean, Kano is technically a human.
Yeah, Kano, another one. And then how many PG-13 movies have you seen people die in? Plenty.
It's more of a blood
total
and gore
bullshit.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Ground and all those other guys were technically from Outworld, so they're not human.
Kano was.
Kano is, you're right. Kano's human.
Kano was
sure.
human.
Art Lee, sure.
Okay, random facts. Ed Boon, as he does in the games, voices Scorpion.
Yep.
Get over here!
That's a sweet gig, man. I wish I was the voice of Scorpion.
According to the internet, Steven Spielberg was supposed to cameo as Johnny Cage's director.
Oh,
Is that why the director
looked exactly like Steven Spielberg?
Yeah,
I thought that.
Yeah, but he had to back out due to a scheduling conflict.
He had to back out due to being Steven Spielberg and not wanting to be anywhere near this stupid fucking movie.
So I was doing coverage. What's coverage?
Yeah.
He's like, just let me take over. Ah!
Yeah. Look, I did this with Toby Hooper. I could do it with you.
It'll be fine. Look, I won't land my jet. I'll just fly in. I'll lean out the door. I'll shout directions, and this movie will be infinitely better. Thank you.
Nowhere can I find the original source for this rumor, but everyone repeats it. Like it's on big sites. They all cite it, but nobody can have a fucking source. So the level of people that they were dealing with on this movie, I highly doubt they were going to get Steven Spielberg
Well,
on
no,
the phone.
I think it's just it has to be just something as simple as like, hey, you know what would be a really funny joke is if we make this director look like Steven Spielberg, and then people saw that and just like
Mandela affected it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
maybe.
they were trying to
and
get Steven
there's probably a
Spielberg.
good portion of Kaz and Off sitting there going, "Oh, we tried to get him, but it just didn't work out."
Yeah, we could get Steven. Oh, Steven's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kano was a Japanese American in the first game. However, English actor Trevor Goddard was cast and played him with a Cockney accent that has been misinterpreted by fans as an Australian
It
accent.
sounds Australian.
It's not
though.
Australian.
No.
Dude.
And Kano in the games has since been a white Australian.
But listen, to our fans who are Australian/British,
Settle
y'all
this.
need to fucking settle this because that shit sounded so Australian to me. I would never been like, that's a Cockney accent.
Well, anytime I try an English accent on the podcast, people
say
in the
that-
comments is like, "Hey, Clint has a really good Australian accent."
Yeah. Yes.
And more
what
believable.
people? Prove yourself.
I don't know. Like,
None people have said
Yeah,
this.
you quoted all of his 10 lines.
that's true. Yeah.
I love punctuality in a woman. Hello, baby. Did you miss me? So then he freezes this guy, right? And then he explodes. I can see his guts and everything.
No, but that sounded so Australian.
I know.
That's hilarious.
But like, bro is British. Couldn't even do his own accent. He's just like, I'm sorry. I only really am good at the received pronunciation. Of the
Yes.
British.
he didn't watch My Fair Lady enough to get that Cockney down.
Apparently not. Apparently not.
Mortal Kombat said fight on August 18th, 1995. It was number one for 3 weekends straight.
Wow.
On a budget of $20 million, it grossed $70 million in the United States,
Okay.
$122 million worldwide. So it was a decent hit. Rotten Tomatoes, 44% with critics, 58% with audience.
Critics are wrong.
No, that's pretty par for the course, I think, for critics. But like, I am a little surprised that the audience score isn't higher.
Yeah, I think there are probably a lot of them who maybe that weren't in like the test audiences were hoping for and anticipating blood and gore and guts.
But I mean, you can
Sub-Zero
still...
didn't pull out anybody's spine.
yeah, that's
Where were
true.
the spines?
But I don't
didn't
know
see
if
a
that
single
was like
spine.
that much. I don't know. This movie's kind of like gone through this. I remember people just like, "Oh, it's fucking great," and then there was kind of like a, yeah, maybe it wasn't all that great.
Yeah.
And then nowadays it's like, it's fun.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of like
It's
going
got the
back and forth.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yes, nostalgia is
Nostalgia.
definitely doing a lot.
Yep.
Because I remember kind of going, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun," and it wasn't. It wasn't as good as what was up here.
Well, having watched it again with you two, and like in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, what were the rules?
Yeah, we will ruin your favorite movie.
And then versus you're like, when I'm at home, he said, "Get over here."
Oh, he took off his face and there's a skull.
But it would have been so much better if we just ripped his spine out, though. That'd be
Oh, that'd be so fucking dope. Oh, I'm out. Get over here.
Paul Anderson was offered to make a sequel. He declined, choosing to make Event Horizon instead. But he kind of regrets not sticking with Mortal Kombat and like shepherding the franchise.
Yeah, I regret
because
it too.
Immediately died, which is why he stuck with Resident Evil movies, writing and directing the first, writing 2 and 3, then returning to write and direct 4, 5, and 6. Fucking hell, I can't believe there's that many of those movies.
That's crazy.
They're all okay. I've only seen 2 of them, and they're fucking terrible.
Why did everybody in Hollywood be like, hey, you know this guy who doesn't know visual effects and also how coverage works? Like, let's give him a bunch of video game franchise movies to make that are like arguably the most VFX heavy types of movies.
Yeah, I mean,
that's wild.
Yeah, I mean, the other
They were like, well, he didn't do Annihilation, so
Yeah.
maybe he's got something.
Yeah, he was smart enough to not do that.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just
He read Josh Trank's book on don't direct the sequel to your own movie.
Yes.
Because you're gonna fuck it up and everyone will judge you.
Yeah.
No, Paul W. Sanderson is an enigma to me. I cannot believe that man has had as long as a career as he's had.
He probably can't either.
Yeah.
He's just like, whoa, what? Okay.
Also marrying Mila Jovovich, what's her name?
Mila Jovovich, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
like, and he married her. Like,
Dude, this
man
guy-
failed upward
this guy
like
is
crazy.
failed straight to the top.
Yeah, he's made like
Of
he
life.
directed like 14 movies. Not one of those has made 100 million in the United States. The Resident Evil movies do really big overseas.
Yeah.
And then, but like, not one of his movies has a fresh positive rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Dude.
And that's insane that he has as long his career as he has, considering how terrible his movies are.
Well,
Yeah.
that just goes to show the value of reading.
Yeah.
LeVar Burton has been telling us for decades.
Reading Rainbow.
Yeah. You read a book, you
can go anywhere.
That's right.
Yep.
You can be anything. Yep.
Including a big Hollywood director. But also, for real, is it because he's British and people just think he's smarter than he actually is because of the accent?
He's always holding a book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
just carrying a
always
book.
holding a fucking book.
Yeah.
And he's got a British accent. People are like, that guy fucking knows what he's doing.
It's just an idiot's guide to filmmaking.
Idiot's guide to filmmaking.
Oh, this guy knows what he's doing.
And he wears his glasses sort of like this, and he just,
Yeah.
well, you
Yeah.
see here, and he does the received pronunciation.
Yes,
Doesn't know how to do a Cockney accent
Yeah,
at
he
all.
can't do a Cockney accent.
Oi, coverage here says we got to do all this thing here.
Oi, what's all this about coverage?
Sir, this is your 14th film.
Yeah.
A sequel was obviously ordered, giving us the incredible Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
just the best. just
It was directed by John R. Leonetti. He was the cinematographer for the first film.
yes.
This is.
Of course.
This is.
He's like, hey, I know what coverage is. I got this.
I got this. That's all you need,
That's
right?
all you need to know.
New line is like, you're in. Sold.
Kazanov. This is Kazanov during the making and trying to hype Annihilation.
Okay. Annihilation is 3 times more ambitious than Mortal Kombat. Our theme for the sequel is to shoot for more. More fights, more special effects, more outworld, more everything.
More grease.
More grease.
More terrible.
Grease it up.
Yeah, more shit.
More terrible.
Yeah,
more bad CGI.
It's the CGI in that movie is way worse than the stuff in Mortal Kombat, the first one. Like Reptile is
probably
bad.
Right. Reptile is so bad though.
Reptile is bad. The rest of it doesn't date well.
Yeah.
Some of it's not great. But the stuff in Annihilation, especially the ending where he like turns into a dragon.
Yeah, the dragon is fucking.
It looks like Radiant Rainbow.
Okay, but how do we feel about the new Raiden? Like, is Dexter's dad a better Raiden than Christopher Lambert?
Fuck no.
So bad.
James Remar, I'm
You
sorry.
like the haircut?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
fuck. Just thinking about it.
It is bad. It is. Well, Mortal Kombat Annihilation released November 21st, 1997, on a budget of $30 million. It grossed $35 million in the United States, $51 million worldwide. So
not as much.
probably with marketing failed. Rotten Tomatoes, 29% with audiences. 4% with critics.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Me and my brother at 10 and 7 are like 20 of that 29%. So just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, widely considered one of the worst films ever made. Ed Boon called Annihilation the worst moment in Mortal Kombat history.
Just hurts my heart a little bit.
with the creator, the heart and soul of the game was like, yeah, that was the worst.
That was the fucking worst. And I'm like, but I watched it so many times. So many times.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation was one of those movies where I had seen it multiple times with the thought that maybe it's actually not as bad as I remember. And then I watched and I just hate myself.
Yeah,
because it's
so bad.
It's very bad.
So bad. All right. This is the last quote of the day.
Okay.
And this is Kazanov about how terrible the special effects were in Annihilation. And knowing what we know about Food Fight makes it all the fucking funnier.
This was before Food Fight.
This is before Food Fight.
So this is like, this motherfucker is going to criticize this movie and then do Food Fight?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then do Food Fight. And he's talking about how bad the effects were in Annihilation.
Let's hear what you have to say for yourself, Lawrence.
All right, let me get all greasy.
Grease it up.
I'm telling you, the effects in that movie are not the final effects. I never anticipated that someone would take the movie and go, it's good enough. We weren't done. We never finished that movie, but the studio said, we don't care. We sacrificed quality for business.
Because that would have never happened under his watch.
No.
Just saying, this movie's done, send it.
Fucking dude who just is like, help, I'm in over my head. Blah, burn it down and collect the insurance money.
Yeah.
Blah.
He's probably thinking at this time with Mortal Kombat Annihilation, he's like, oh, I wish I had a building to burn.
He's just like, just leaving like greasy rags around the set, like hoping they'll spontaneously combust.
Yeah. But Steve, he still holds the rights for live action Mortal Kombat. So
you're going to see on the new one, you're going to see his name on the credits.
Lawrence Kazanov.
Yeah.
But
the difference is having some people who actually give a damn and have a vision.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Clearly,
yeah.
there was some form of vision on the first Mortal Kombat, but then the second one clearly none at all.
Yeah.
But then whatever happened with the newest one, that was clearly someone going, I want to do right by the franchise and do that.
You put Mortal Kombat in front of anything, and I'm gonna, they got my money.
Lawrence
Annihilation?
Kazanov has your money.
He really
your
does.
money.
Yeah. He's just
And
like,
he's
you
rubbing
sucker.
it all
I
over his
know.
greasy body.
this thing's Clint.
That he writes the names of everyone who paid to watch a Mortal Kombat and then he just rubs it on himself.
Was Mortal Kombat worth it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
You can heal from you can heal from ribs, broken ribs and popped shoulders and broken wrists. Well, that's Cameron Diaz. Yeah, it was worth it. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Was this the first video game movie?
No.
Okay.
It was like the fourth.
Okay. I mean, as far as like early video game adaptations go, like it's not a great movie,
it was
but
considered
it's
at the
fun.
time like breaking the video game curse, even though it was
Yeah.
only like the fourth, and then it
Right.
like immediately cratered.
Yeah.
And then took a while until more recently.
So probably like for that reason, but also it is like it's not a great movie, but it is a fun movie, and it does have like a lot of nostalgia. There's I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm going to
That's like-
say in between, because
Yeah.
I'm like, unless you have the nostalgia for it, I don't know if it's going to work.
Yeah,
But I do think there are things that work. I think Liu Kang works from time to time. I think it's funny. I thought Lyndon Ashby was so fucking cool after that
He's
movie.
such a
It was,
weenie.
I thought he was so cool. I mean, I remember seeing like
weenie.
2 other movies with him and like, okay, never mind. Maybe he was just good as Johnny Cage. And then Lambert's like having fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
So-
he's a lot of fun to watch.
And Shang Tsung.
Oh,
yeah.
He's having fun.
He's having a great time too.
So some of it works, some of it doesn't. The two reshot fights are the best parts of the movie.
yeah.
I revisit those 2 fights without watching the rest of the movie. I'm just like, I want to watch that on YouTube. I want to watch that fight again. Okay, yeah. Let's get him, Scorpion.
Yeah.
So I'm a kind of.
I mean, it's not like it's also not like the best like martial arts film either, but it's just like it's fun and it's fun to watch, and it's even though it's cheesy, I would say yeah.
Yeah, it's worth it. I love this movie.
And we have to watch Mortal Kombat as research for when inevitably we have to participate in Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
In our post-apocalyptic future, dystopian future.
To fight
Yeah.
against Outworld.
Yes.
Yes.
So, practice your neck breaking skills with your legs.
Great. My thighs are ready.
yeah.
Not my calves. Thighs.
Yeah, if anything James Bond has taught us with on the top, you got to use your thighs.
Yes.
If you're going to
For
kill
sure.
a man. Yeah, not your calves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Follow-ups?
Follow-ups. We've got a couple of comments from YouTube.
Yeah, we had a handful of people made the same joke that the Pulp Fiction poster license agreement that the Weinsteins didn't have.
Yeah.
But multiple people made the joke that that was what's in the briefcase in the movie.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And then Thomas Roseborough, constantly disagreeing with y'all's opinions. Pulp Fiction mid, Forrest Gump not overrated, Jesse Eisenberg bad, but I'll never stop watching because the industry stories are so interesting and the jokes are always funny. And that's okay if we disagree. I loved what Alan said on the last one, was that fandom doesn't define us. It was just, if you don't like something, if someone else does, it's fine.
Yeah.
That you don't have to be like, well, they don't like this thing, so fuck them.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like The Crow.
Right.
Yeah.
People really got on my case about The Crow.
Yeah, but in relation to this, also, like, so many people mad about us not liking one half of
Tarantino.
Pulp Fiction. And all ignoring all the shitty things I talked about. Just completely glazed over it.
Yeah, how many angry messages did we get from Tarantino bros?
Too many.
Yeah, I figured.
Listen, if you like it, it's fine. We like something else.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to be that. But there was one guy that straight up defended Tarantino, brought up his, like, knowing about the abusive allegations, and he was like, of course he didn't say anything. Then he wouldn't have been able to get his movies made.
No, he would have been fine. He had all the power. Like, that's the thing that's different, is that he wasn't just like some schmo or like another woman or like a minority. Like, he was a talented white man in Hollywood that was in high demand.
Yeah, and especially after Pulp Fiction, he could have gone anywhere.
He could have demanded different treatment, better. He could have said something.
He could have
absolutely,
completely just said something about him then.
Yeah,
and it would have taken care of it then.
Right.
Yeah.
The number of years that people were just quiet because there was that mythos of Weinstein, or that, like,
I will ruin you and you'll never make another movie.
Yeah. Like, that's what allowed it to go on for so long, that people were people believed that lie, that they weren't gonna, like, oh, if I say something, I'm not gonna be able to work anymore. And I just don't, I don't know. I don't buy it. And I don't excuse it either.
Especially someone at the top. Like,
especially Tarantino
if you're at the
level.
top, you could have stopped it.
You could have said something.
Well, at least they think we're funny.
Yeah. It wasn't that same guy, though. This was a different guy. Yeah.
This commenter.
But I guess the larger point is, you don't have to like all the same things we like.
Yes, exactly. And then also lots of fans of both Jonathan and Alan. You are on thin ice, sir.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
off.
you are. You gotta get your shit together.
They've all come at me. But I'm here. I'm funny, right? I'm funny. I bring value.
All right. Speaking of bringing value, these commenters on Spotify. So this was on the fantastic Fantastic episode. Barnaby said, "This is going to be the worst out of context comment I've ever left on anything, I think. But Thing Dong doorbell merch too, please." My question though was, like, do you want it to be Thing dong, like an actual ding dong? Like, is it the actual doorbell jingle but with just thing dong, or do you want
dong like hanging off of the side?
It's a door knocker.
I was gonna pull it,
and it says it's clobbering time underneath it. It's just a door knocker,
like the old doorbells where you're pulling the string. Yeah.
Or do you want it to be thing dong 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 when you ring it? Like, what's the...
Yeah, there you go. All of it.
So let us know, Barnaby. All right, Clint, if you want to read this next one.
Yeah, the 3 episodes buildup of Clint's katana was the biggest plot twist for me. Great show and a fantastic episode as always.
That was a 3-episode reveal of the katana.
See? Do you think Jonathan or Alan could do that shit?
Alan was very confused by that.
He was
That's
like,
the best way. They're like, what does this have to do with
okay.
it? Yeah.
And we're like, believe me, it makes sense if you've watched the whole
was
show.
funny.
All right. And then on Apple Podcasts, we got this review from Antrob Camp. Okay, everyone hates me. I just discovered your show. I'm a huge movie buff and stumbled upon this podcast. It has become the only thing I can listen to, talk about, think about. My friends are all leaving me because they can't stand to hear for one more minute about how Wesley Snipes was a total tool in Blade, or how trees were specifically planted and then edited out in Twister, or Dame Judi Dench's hand in Cats, and the crazy amount of money/time it took to make that terrible movie. I don't know what to do at this point. What happens to me when I finish all the episodes? Screw them. Keep it coming, y'all. I can't get enough. Love y'all, even though you thought The Exorcist was boring.
Yeah, see, there you go. Another person just, okay. We don't all have to agree. You should definitely join our Discord because there's a bunch of people who love talking about all this kind of stuff.
Dude, our Discord is full of nerds who want to talk about all these types of things.
Yeah.
Come join us.
And I chime in every once in a while.
So if your real life friends are leaving you because you can't stop talking about movies, come join us on Discord.
Yeah.
Come be a patron and join our nerds. We talk about movies all the time. Join our nerds.
Yep.
I like to think of us as a nerds gummy cluster.
Yes.
We're the gummy center, and we just roll. It's like a katamari of nerds.
A thing ball.
A thing-dong ball of nerds.
Delicious to the taste.
Delicious.
Yep. Speaking of our Patreon,
Yeah.
We have some flattering lies we need to tell about some new meddling executives.
Oh my God, these meddling executives.
Whoa.
This is a crazy bunch.
Yeah.
I can't wait to tell these flattering lies.
Right. So last time we talked about superheroes, right? And RJ, who was the one who was making up or coming up with issuing out the different superpowers,
Yeah,
right?
repeat Johnny.
Right, yeah, exactly. So one that we forgot to mention though was literally the superhero of Glass.
Oh my God, Glass.
Now, Glass, their superpower is they are able to go and be translucent. But the problem is you can still see like all the outline. So it's just like if you just like became clear, but I could still see like I could still clearly see that it's you. It's just Ian made of glass.
Especially like
but
when
it's
it
just,
rains.
Wait, am I 2D?
No.
You're you, but you're just made of glass.
Like movable glass sculpture,
Yeah.
basically.
Like Emma Frost?
Yeah, but not like so diamondy. It's just like literally glass.
But to your point, sometimes it can be, like bad if it's like been raining or like it's kind of dusty outside or like snowing, because then like you definitely can see glass.
Yeah. So
And they're just like, oh, this is awkward.
yeah. So they have to like really just kind of keep themselves clean.
Yeah.
Like Windex all the time.
Yeah.
So they got Windex on.
They always have those little glass cleaners.
Yeah.
Like putting it on their actual eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Absolutely, the way that Vought would use glass would be like 4 Windex commercials.
Yeah.
And they'd just be like, for a streak-free shine. And they're like, fuck my life.
I know. Do you want your glass shiny and sparkling just like glass here?
Just like
Buy Vought
glass.
Windex. Vought glass cleaner.
Vought glass cleaner. Vought brand Windex.
Vought brand, Windex brand, window cleaner.
Yep.
The other problem, though, is the glass bones.
Yes.
So, like, if you catch glass,
It's like
they're in trouble.
Mr. Glass from
Exactly.
From fucking,
Unbreakable.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're just like,
I was like, Invincible?
it's a good thing I'm translucent because, like, fuck, if I ever got in a fight with Liu Kang especially, my bones would be broken.
Yeah.
Glass bones.
Yep.
So what is he good for as a superhero?
Sneaking
Just sneaking?
around.
Just
Yeah.
sneaking? Does he have to be naked?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it doesn't.
It's invisible man rules apply.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
All right.
they have to be naked in their glass form, but they can be not glass and then just like blend in as a normal human.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
It's perfect for infiltration, especially like in department stores where they
Yeah.
could just be like a mannequin.
The other thing that glass has to watch out for though is birds. Birds constantly
the
just
exact same
flying into them. And they're just like,
Oh, God fucking.
shit, God damn it. Like,
It makes
just all the
makes
time.
that sound too. Like,
Yeah. And they're like, fuck.
Oh, Jesus
Hell.
Christ.
So like it's still hard.
Yeah.
It's a hard life. For
Not
a
every superhero is a
sometimes.
blessing.
Yeah.
Some of them are curses.
Who would curse these glass powers? What is Glass's like nemesis?
Birds.
Birdman?
Yeah.
Birdman?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for being one of our meddling executives.
Yep.
It's good to have you on the team. And our next
Our next one is Jimbo. Now, Jimbo doesn't like the connotation that they get from being called Jimbo. Like, you're automatically assuming like redneck, the Cletus from The Simpsons, that kind of thing. But no, they actually are an incredible tamer of toads.
Yep.
Also, Jimbo has the best British accent. And so it's
That's
a
how he
little
learns the
shocking.
toads.
I
Yeah.
know, exactly. Because people are just like, Jimbo. And he's like, believe me, it's not what you think it is. And he just has this like gorgeous British accent.
Yeah,
And
like
so
a
people are like, oh,
yeah,
my God, he's so
it's
smart.
what people don't know about this though is that folks with British accents are actually really good like at Pied Pipering toads. So Jimbo is really
course.
perfect with that.
Yeah.
He's like, come here, little toad, come this way. Hop along.
Hop along. And they're just like, I can't say no to a British accent.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, so the toad's just like, oh yeah.
The guy sounds smart as hell. Look at how many books
Yeah.
he's carrying.
If you have a toad infestation, you call Jimbo and he wrangles them up and
Yeah.
gets them out of there.
And get some, or you can send them to your neighbors.
Yes.
You have a neighbor you don't like? Jimbo, get it.
Yep.
Just raining toads. Like
If you
the
don't
biblical
mind-
plague.
yeah, he's like mixing a plague
Yeah,
thing. He's
yeah.
like, if you don't mind so terribly, if you could get into this giant fan that's
Yeah.
gonna throw you.
Yeah. That's what people don't realize about toads is that they're like really put off if you're not polite. You have
true.
to be super polite. Like
Yeah.
they'll do anything as long as you just ask them nicely. And so,
People come up to him and is like, oh, Jimbo, you're putting these toads into the catapult to send them over the neighbors. Actually, it's a trebuchet.
it's
All at once, you see.
it's very simple, you see. I just walk up to them and I say, "Would you kindly?" And then they just do it.
They just do it. They just get into
They
the
just get in there and just
basket
whoo, and they shoot their little bodies over into the neighbor's
just
yard.
fling them over. So yeah, thanks Jimbo for
Thanks, Jimbo. And I kind of want some toads. I want to befriend some toads. I'd much rather have toads than the rats we have in our backyard.
That's true.
Oh yeah, very true.
We gotta stop being such assholes, and then maybe we'll attract some toads, along with all the birds that are back there. Glass, don't come over to our house. I got a lot of birds back here.
Yeah, they're gonna die. They're gonna die.
That's
So
my
we
thing.
now we have to speak in a British accent every time we go back out into the backyard.
Pardon me to the doves, as they're like, "What? What are you doing back here? This is our turf."
I have provided you with this lovely spa, aka a bird bath.
It really is.
He just high classes everything, no matter what it is.
It's so true. I really should start talking in a British accent to all of the
your
various
birds?
wildlife and the.
Yeah.
Although I do feel like the rats that live in our backyard would have to speak to them in a Cockney accent.
Oi!
Oi! What are you lot doing back here?
Is that
piss off.
Australian?
Or is that yeah?
We'll
We'll never
You'll
know.
have to settle
I'll have
that.
to just try different accents and see how they respond.
Oi!
We'll see how it goes.
You rats, jog on. Yeah.
Oi, get the fuck out of here!
That's kind of like in Brooklyn. Oi! Hey, yo, go! You rats, gotta get the fuck out!
Oh my god. That's it. It has to be a New York accent.
Yeah, with the rats.
New
Yeah.
York rat,
Absolutely.
yeah, pizza rat, yeah.
Okay, we've solved it. Yeah, thanks, Jimbo.
Yeah,
thanks,
thank you.
Jimbo.
Thanks for being one of our Patreons and for helping me with my rat problem. All right, our next patron is Michael R.
What people don't realize that Michael R, the R actually stands for is revenge.
Damn.
Michael R is like revenge for hire.
Michael
like,
R. Revenge.
Yeah, Michael R.
It's like Toys R Us. But
yeah, Michael R. Revenge. So if there's anybody,
Revenge by Michael.
Revenge by Michael. It doesn't matter how petty this
Yeah.
thing you want to have revenge for is. You call up Michael R. and he is on it. He will coordinate. He will get this revenge thing, whatever it is you want done.
He doesn't actually do it, but he guides you. He gives
Yeah.
you like a
He
plan.
gives
He's like an event coordinator.
Yeah, for revenge.
For revenge.
Yeah. like for example,
and cue the stabbing.
yeah. Like, oh yeah, like in high school I had this bully who pushed me in the locker. How do I get revenge on him 20 years later? And then you call up Michael R. I was like, yeah, okay, I got you. He's like, well, what's his name? Where does he live? You get all the details from you, right? And then he maps out a plan for you to get revenge that's equal to the same level of the humiliation that person puts you through.
Oh, see, so there's balance in it. So that's the real magic of Revenge by
You
Michael.
got stuffed in a locker. He's not going to inform you to stab the guy.
He's not gonna like fucking send some people to Mortal Kombat over like getting stuffed in a
So
locker.
the revenge is less revenge and more justice.
Yeah.
It's a little misnomer,
but
you
like
can pay the extra
revenge-
fee. You can pay an extra fee to get like
revenge.
actual revenge.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Justice is the flat fee.
Yeah,
Revenge is
revenge
extra.
is a little bit extra.
What about avenging?
I mean, that's a different guy.
Look, we will request the full price list of Revenge by Michael.
Yeah, he's got a whole menu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like when you go to a salon, right? And you're just like, do you want to get a pedicure and a manicure? Do you want to get justice and revenge, or like just justice today?
And
Like,
a
what
massage.
do you want?
Ooh.
You're just like,
That's the elite package.
Yeah, the most relaxing
You're like,
revenge.
I don't know. That sounds really nice. I would love to get like double revenge, but it's a little pricey. So maybe I'll just stick with single revenge today.
You're getting a massage when the revenge is happening.
Oh,
so you can be like on the phone and be kind of like, that was me, motherfucker. Like, a little harder on the neck.
Yeah. And then you're just relaxed as hell.
That tension you were working on, it's all gone now.
Yeah.
I got revenge.
Because you got the revenge and you're getting a massage.
Yeah.
So like all of that like just built up.
Yeah. And then you live longer.
I like it.
Yeah. So Michael R. Revenge.
Michael R. Revenge.
Michael R. Called Michael R. for Revenge. Yep.
Revenge by Michael.
There you go. Oh, we got Christopher Lambert
Holy
doing the
fucking
commercials.
shit, Christopher Lambert's doing these goddamn commercials. This is incredible. Next up we have Moises M.
Moises? I thought it was Moises for some reason. Moises?
No, because you're thinking Ibrahim Moises from Key and Peele, which is not the same name at all. But speaking of, so this is not Ibrahim Moises. This is just Moises M. But they are one of the lead announcers for the East-West Coast College Football Bowl announcer.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, the sport.
all those
sports
fake
ball.
sporting events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Any fake sporting event, Moises is there announcing the players' names.
And just in, Johnny Cage has moved up the bracket to go against Goro.
Oh my god. The one Mortal Kombat, that one year that he did the Mortal Kombat announcing was so engaging.
Legendary.
Yeah.
It made my job as the event coordinator for Mortal Kombat so easy because Moises was just a consummate professional.
Oh yeah, he knew when the matches were going to happen between whom before anybody else did. Like he got the sheets, he got the bracket sheets before anybody, and that gave them to you, so you know where to be. Yeah, he knew how to announce those.
So dependable. I mean, especially because the chaos of people switching arenas and partners and just he was just like, all right, okay, cool. Like we're pivoting. We're not doing Bone Dungeon anymore. Now we're in Rock Dungeon. Okay, it's Sub-Zero versus Liu Kang. I'm on it. I can announce this. I fucking got you.
Let's go back to the replay. There is some water on the floor.
And
The way that he announced Goro's nut punch, like I felt that in my own nuts. I was like, oh, that was effective.
Visceral.
Yeah.
And oh god, yeah, the tension when he announced that, like, and he whispered, because it was very like tense moment. He's like, and it appears that the janitor has left a bucket of water in the rock dungeon. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see what Sub-Zero does with this new obstacle that's been placed.
Yeah, and then doing the after fight commentary, he was like, well, in hindsight, if Scorpion had just left his bone dungeon a little bit tidier, that shield would not have been there for Johnny Cage to use against him.
I'm not really sure what Kano was thinking of bringing the knife into the fight. He didn't seem to use it.
He brought a knife to a fist fight.
And still somehow fucking lost.
And let this be a lesson to any of you participating in a Mortal Kombat. Make sure that you clean your rickety bamboo ladders out of your lair.
And I'm still surprised none of you have just brought a fucking gun.
Because there are no rules.
There are no rules.
Even us as the commentators are unsure of the rules. And if we don't commentate well enough, Shang Tsung will take our souls.
But in this case, Moises M kept his soul because that guy is a goddamn professional.
Oh, I know.
So,
The Emperor of
absolutely.
Outworld has picked him up and is now commentating all of Outworld stuff.
Yeah, he's just commentating that guy's daily life because
Yeah.
he just loved his commentation skills so much.
It does borderline on a little bit like propaganda because he's like Liu Kang seems to have Katana in a headlock. Oh, we're experiencing technical difficulties. We're going to a different fight now.
Yeah.
Well, again, because
This is all brought to us by our grand leader, the Emperor of Outworld, Mr. Shao Kahn. All hail Shao Kahn.
and
Vought
brand
Brandon
Windex.
branded window cleaner.
this match brought to you by Nerds Gummy Clusters and Vought brand Windex. So yeah, Moises,
Yep.
Thank you.
commentator extraordinaire, and also
Extraordinaire.
one of our patrons. So incredible. Thank you so much. And thanks for being a meddling executive. And yeah, our last meddling
Last one
executive.
is Sean, who was the
Sean.
guy in Thailand that just starts smacking people until they
Yeah.
got their shit together.
Yeah.
Dude.
World-class smacker. And not those ones that you see like, the YouTube videos or like, the competitor, like those ones that really just mess each other up. But here, she's like one of those like seriously just like real quick like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa.
Whoa, that was quick.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
because he can slap
Oh my
in
God.
any form that you've just never experienced before.
Yeah.
And you're like, God, let's fly.
Yep.
God
You
for
think Mr. Miyagi was great with the chopsticks getting the fly? No, Sean can just be like, looking at you, hear a fly, and just be,
Yeah.
and you're like, what the hell was that? And you're like, look, fly, I got him. I didn't even have to look.
And then Moises will go, let's see that in slow motion. And then it's like a 500 slaps per minute, like
Like a butter,
speed.
like a hummingbird's wing.
God, like a fucking hummingbird's wings, this guy. So like you'd get slapped sometimes and not even know what the hell
Yeah,
happened.
your
Yeah.
face just starts burning.
You just have red cheeks and you're like, I'm suddenly compelled to work harder at my job. And you just didn't even know. Like Sean was just there.
You could be at a party with Sean and just talking to him, and all of a sudden your face hurts. You're like, ow.
Ow.
He helps. He's really good at helping you remember things. So pain is memory, right?
Yeah.
So you don't never do that again.
Yeah.
So when Anderson read about coverage, or when he was told about coverage, Sean was like, whoosh,
And he's
he was like,
coverage.
Don't forget coverage. Don't forget
Remember that.
coverage.
Or he's really good in a pinch of like if you're having like a panic attack, and he's like, snap out of it, and he just slaps you, like brings you back down to brings you back down to reality. Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
and like when people say that you're slap happy, right? Where you're just like so giddy because you're just laughing. That's also Sean. He likes to spread joy too through
Yeah.
slaps,
Spread
And
joy one slap at a
one
time.
slap at a time.
Or
500 slaps a minute. Whatever. Listen, we have to look at it in slow motion.
Whatever the situation dictates, he knows.
Yeah,
He
it
knows
could be literally for anger. It could be for pleasure. It could be for love. It could be for just killing a fly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different reasons to slap a bitch.
Yep. That's some new merch. There's a lot of different reasons to slap a bitch.
And Sean M knows all of those reasons.
Yep.
And he's slapping us into shape being one of our meddling executives.
Yep.
So, Sean, thank you so much. If you would like to become a meddling executive, you can go to patreon.com/itwasashitshow. We will tell flattering lies about you if you become a meddling executive, or you can become a method director just to get bonus episodes, longer episodes, ad-free episodes, or if you want to just come hang out with us in Discord and talk with our fellow movie nerds, become a member of Test Audience. So yeah, just come check it out.
I don't think so.
Christopher Lambert, get out of here!
Sorry.
Thank you so much for listening. It Was a Shit Show is researched and produced by me, Ian Jench. Sound editing and mix by Ray Reynolds. Our theme music is by Ryan K. Hudson. If you're enjoying the show, leave us a review on your preferred podcast player. It does help spread the word. Or you can support us on Patreon and get access to exclusive content and longer versions of the podcast. Find us on social media at It Was a Shit Show, but shit without the I. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel.